Steve, if you could perhaps just introduce yourself to the audience and just who are you, and the topic of conversation today is obviously going to be around really pushing the limits. In fact, going beyond your limits, what?
Absolutely, yeah.
So perhaps just introduce yourself and then we'll take it from there.
I don't think my fans need any introduction. No, I'm joking. Wishful thinking. Stevo. I recently, 6 months ago, we entered a competition called DECA, and for those that you don't know, it's the equivalent of 10 Ironmans over 14 days is the limit. So I'm part of a club called Kimi Try. Did a couple of events before that, half Ironmans. I've never did a full Ironman before that. I did the equivalent of a full when we did the Mossel Bay Ironman on Sunday, and on the Saturday we did the Neisner Extreme, which is the equivalent of a full Ironman, and then the Mossel Bay on the Sunday. So we in essence did a bit of a mini double. For the athletes of DECA traveling all the way from all over the world, that is really nothing in comparison to what they do. So I completed the DECA. Partnered up with New Trades on the supplement side, and was lucky enough to have numerous interviews with the infamous Paul, who always kept it light and chirpy.
Awesome, man. So just for the people that don't know, I mean, the DECA, obviously 14 Ironman in 10 days, but in terms of the format, you've got to swim 38 Ks, then you've got to get out the pool, and you've got to cycle 1,800 kilometers. And I know that in this particular DECA, the route was, I think you climbed Everest twice during that ride.
Correct.
And then you finished it up with a mere 422 kilometer run, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. It's the format that DECA runs with, swims with, and cycles with. 38 kilometers in the pool. You finish that on your own pace, at your own time. You obviously try and do it as quickly as possible. We started on the Sunday afternoon at 4. You push through the night, and obviously you don't rest really. You want to get that done as quickly as possible. I think my time was 17 hours and something. Finished at 11 o'clock on Monday morning, and then you are extremely grateful and relieved that you have finished that swim. Some of the most difficult times, especially between 2 and 4 in the morning, it's rough. And then you think the worst part is over, and then you take on the cycle, which is 1,800 kilometers. There was 50 meter elevation per route. It was 3.3 out, 3.3 back, and it is 1.5 times Everest that we did on that route. So that was also insane.
Including some brick paving, which rattled and shook you quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. And I promise you, after you have been on a bike, let's say for 6 hours, every little bump you start feeling on your bum, and especially when your bum starts tearing up, it's fun times, Paul. Fun times.
Doubtful.
Yes, we were doubtful.
Yeah. And then of course you had then you had the 422 kilometer run as well, and the thing that kind of really caught my attention about this whole event was not just the extreme nature of it, but the fact that you're doing it on a course where I think the cycle was all told about 6.6 kilometer loop.
That's
so
correct.
You're just looping the same loop, and you're doing literally hundreds, if not thousands, of loops.
Yeah.
And the same with the run. You had a 1.3k circuit that you ran
223 times.
223 times, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that just talks to how much the mind has to play a role in getting you through that. And then of course the swim was in a 25 meter pool.
Correct,
So
which
again,
is 1,520, I speak under correction, laps.
in a 25 meter pool. So
Correct.
just a combination of sheer physical endurance, and then of course the mental side, which is just next level, right?
Absolutely, and obviously, I mean, it's designed that way, so you are close to your nutrition, you're close to a place to sleep, not that it's advised to sleep a lot. And I think that adds to the mental challenge, because every time you finish a loop, you're close to your tent, which means you're close to a place of rest, you're close to a place that brings some relief, and you have to fight that you have to fight that every single loop and carry on. So yes, I suppose it adds, to the toughness of the event.
So why do you do it?
Why do I do it? Do you want the politically correct answer, or do you want the honest answer?
I want the off the wall answer.
So Paul, I have realized through a lot of self-analyzation and self-awareness that I've got this